got a beautiful day for doing this.
Our volunteers aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. They get in there and pull weeds, spread mulch, plant bulbs. It's a huge contribution. My name is Jackie Culleton, and I'm the manager of the volunteer program here at the Carter Center. Volunteers basically focus on administrative support, do a lot of database entry, filing, copying, phone answering.
Good afternoon, Carter Center.
That's the last year that a case of guinea worm was reported in that country.
Some of the volunteers are trained to give tours to VIP visitors to the center, and there's a group that works evenings and weekends with our special events. The Carters have always been advocates of volunteerism and volunteers themselves. So when the Carter Center opened, they knew they wanted volunteers to help. Emily Dalvin really started the volunteer program as it's structured now. We all called her Sissy. She's President Carter's aunt. She's a very warm person, very funny, very protective of the volunteers. The volunteers have carried on Sissy's enthusiasm and that great spirit and sense of family. They come from all different backgrounds, age 16 to over 90 years old. And I think that's one of the best strengths of our program.
Jackie tells me that I've volunteered over 4,060 hours.
Mae Vickery is a very special volunteer. She's been here from the very beginning.
I came to the opening of the Carter Center and I worked that day too. Sissy wanted somebody to do the certificates for the Carter Center. She said, Mae, I want you to go somewhere and take calligraphy and come back and do these certificates for us. We started out with name tags and then there's the certificates, and that was a long time ago, and I'm still doing them. I'll be 82 in June.
If we had to contract out and hire a calligrapher for these things, it would be just cost prohibitive. So having someone in-house who really cares and who does such a beautiful job makes, I think, our certificates and this work even more meaningful than it would be otherwise.
One of the diseases that the Carter Center works with is river blindness.
The volunteers really feel a part of what the center's doing. So if you're working on a mailing for the development office, or if you're putting together a meeting packet for a health program review, or you're planting the tulip bulbs out in the garden, you know that you had a part of it. Once there's a success with guinea worm eradication's progress, or when the tulips bloom in the spring.
You know, all these years it's become a part of me. I look at the grounds. I remember when the flowers were first planted and the trees were first planted, and I've watched them grow, and I really miss it if I'm not here.